Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Hello, Ox. Good stream? Hadn't even started yet. Anyway, I thought I'd be able to finish the Trigger Agent story yesterday, but it is longer than I thought it would be, so I still haven't finished it yet. But hopefully we'll get through everything tonight.
Can I have a latte, please? Extra sugar?
And if it doesn't take too long, then I may do some Metro Awakening as well. Boo Pawns. Well, would you look at that? I don't even need to do this now. Alright. Oh yeah, I gotta start with the Virtual World Battle Storm. Hold on. Here, not here. Okay, yeah. Alright, yeah, we'll do that first. Chen, hey, what's up, dude? You finally remembered your password. Well, gee. Could have just told, you know, how they always have forgot my password. Could have just had them reset it, change it. Alright, so it looks like the next thing is Chain Attack Alliance. When activating a chain attack. Okay, so let's check our key enemy info. Their weakness is fire. Alright. So Ox hopped on for like 1 minute and then left,
Don't
I
look
think.
down on me.
Okay, so we said weakness fire, right?
Is the concert start? Asset confirmed. Preparing to move out.
Okay.
You want to test my hammer?
I mean, yeah, Kaleda's done, but let me hold on. Let me check. What's the best Evelyn team? Yes. No, that's. Yeah. Shoot. Okay. I guess we'll just do this. Damn it. I always have to like Google search this. Alright, Evelyn. It says lighter is actually her best. Okay, so I can either pick.
Is the asset relax? You're in good hands.
Which?
I can either pick a level 55 Kaleda or a level 45 lighter. I don't know. I should probably just pick level 55 Kaleda.
Hey, don't look down. Leaders should be leading the way.
Let's make a grand entrance.
Alright, the Bang Boo I should pick. Oh wait, never mind, it doesn't even tell you on here. We'll just do this one. Okay. If I can remember how to use Evelyn here.
Precision strike, initiate.
Bring it on! Wow! Magic! All right, I'll take the heads up. Come on, try harder! Watch! Don't bleed now!
Just finishing the job.
Here we go!
Countering. So wonderful.
Let my song move everyone.
Yeah. The first one's always easy. Alright, so now we go to frontline. And yeah, we'll just pick the same team.
Hey, don't look down on
It's the concert. I'll protect. Relax. You're in good hands.
Leaders should be leading the way. The stage will be mine.
Ooh, Athena.
Precision strike, initiate.
Magic!
Heads up.
Let my song move everyone. Watch! Don't bleed now!
Everything's under control. Countering. Your journey ends with me.
Here we go! Bring it up! Stage is mine! Don't blink! You'll make me dash you into the ground! Oh, that's amazing!
Just finishing the job.
Watch! Don't blink now!
Everything's under control.
My song is with you!
Just finishing the job.
Okay, Astria, you can shut up now. Alright, so we got our final special offensive.
Elite heavy unit encountered. Specialized assault bomber. This enemy uses explosive siege weapons for close quarters combat. Combat strategy. Prioritize attacking the rear ammunition compartment. Get behind me!
Watch out! Fall back.
Envy!
Off balance.
You're in my sight. Envy.
I'm on it. It's time.
Saw that
Flip the switch. Get ready.
Adjusting for wind.
Right on cue.
Fire support ready.
If I draw you the fan art, how can I send it to you? Good question. What fan art are we talking about here? Okay. I guess we'll go ahead and continue the story. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, yeah, so we got another hollow visit we got to do here. Piercing Rain. Draw me in JJK. I don't know what that is. JJK. Oh, yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen. So you want to draw me? Well, why don't you draw me in the style of this game right here? Oh, wait. Okay. Ether and ice. Okay, well, what was I using?
Wanna be my research subject?
I think I was using
Mission starts.
her
Officer
and
ready? Is the
Sokaku,
concert
right?
starting? Sokaku? Okay, here we go!
Alright.
Charon, look. Another communicator.
Like maybe draw me and Bernice together whooping up on some ethereals or something.
Another communicator. It's a bad habit for a sniper to be so talkative.
Oh, really? I think it's rather good for my mental health to witness in real time how my target becomes desperate and gives up their struggle.
Do you really still need to disguise your voice? I thought you didn't want to hide anymore, Zoe.
You're right.
no need for secrecy anymore. I, Zoe, the sniper known as Grim Vulture of Nemesis Squad.
Hold
send
on
you
one
my
sec.
regards.
Yeah, I think she made it pretty obvious who she was after she made that speech at that Remembrance Day thing.
Zoe. No. Grim Vulture. You, like me, were one of the advanced troops deployed to suppress Hollow Zero right after the fall of the old capital, right? Noct, Cartes, and Impera squad. So far, all the victims have been members of these squads. They were initially supposed to enter the Hollow to reinforce the advanced troops.
Oh, she's pissed at them because they never came to reinforce them. Okay, now it's making sense. Yeah, so she basically sees them as cowards because they didn't even try to help them in the fight.
Nemesis, your squad, lacking reinforcements, lost everyone except you in the fall of the old capital. You blame their deaths on the absence of reinforcements and sought revenge on them. That's my conclusion.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just like me. The fall of the old capital left you entirely alone.
A sniper, the sole survivor, a mere pawn abandoned by the military. Don't you think we're very much alike? The Impera squad member, Nathan, the one you're searching for, he pleaded with me to let him go when I was about to kill him, saying he had to see you no matter what. That's how you caught my attention.
So did Nathan have the hots for Trigger? I mean, I can't really blame him.
I let him live to get all sorts of information on you. I was so curious about you that I even set a trap, disguising myself as a victim to get closer to you.
So yeah, she lied about that whole deal. She made it seem like she was a victim of Grim Vulture when she was Grim Vulture herself.
It turns out we share the same story. We even got the same PTSD symptoms. After all these years, we still see images of our teammates before they died. It's impossible to erase them from our minds. It's just, you use ridiculous fantasies to numb yourself, chasing after illusions of your squad mates. While I can't afford to be as naive as you. One night, when I was overwhelmed with the unbearable images of my comrades' deaths, vomiting and crying, I finally realized the meaning behind their appearance before me. They were pleading with me, pleading for vengeance against those who abandoned us, begging me to destroy the repulsive, hypocritical new order of New Eridu.
God damn.
So, I carried on their will. I began kidnapping targets and sniping them in the hollow, watching as they became corrupted and died in despair.
You really think this is what they'd want?
What else? Would they want me to be like you, playing at a game of finding my missing squad mates, accepting their deaths when I'm done playing, and then forgiving the very enemy who killed them? What a noble and virtuous gesture! Forgive on behalf of fallen comrades, coexist with New Eridu's order, and live peacefully among cowards. It's precisely because you and I are so similar that this hypocritical and cruel attitude makes it even harder for me to forgive you. After our first conversation, I was certain I must end your life myself to prove I'm
psycho.
That's exactly what I wanted to say to you, too. Because we've suffered the same hardships, I can't accept the path of destruction you've chosen. Jesse, Aaron, Nathan, the client I've been searching for, and any other targets of revenge you've set your sights on. They all feel regret and struggle over the choices they made back then. But you can't see any of that. You didn't target the higher-ups who misjudged the situation, the dangerous ethereals who killed your comrades, or the ones responsible for the fall of the old capital. Instead, you went after the easiest targets. Grim Vulture, as a sniper of the Eridu Defense Force, you have failed in your duty. To preserve the will and hope left by my comrades, I'm going to put an end to your actions right here.
That suits me just fine. A sniper should let the gun do the talking. Make it to the deepest part of the Hollow alive, and I'll meet you with nothing but raw malice. Since you made it here, let me reward you with a few things you don't know. Noct, Cardus, Impura, and many other squads.
Yeah.
Did you know the reinforcements that were meant to back us up ended up deciding to retreat?
So cozy here!
Relying on a show of hands to vote, isn't that ridiculous? Our lives were discarded in such an absurd way, like a kindergarten election for class monitor. So, when I killed them, I employed the same method. I made the dozen.
Jesse and Aaron, do you have them too? Or are they already? Engaging head-on.
You still care about them? Or should I say...
Position.
Alrighty!
It looks like I haven't made enough of a threat to your life if you still have the time to worry about them.
Copy. Orders received. You're in my sight.
Why not leave their names hanging as an unsolved mystery? Normally that's more suspenseful, right? In any case, when you stumble into the underworld with your insides spilling out, you'll see the two of them.
Hit the core. Sniper's Creed.
Wouldn't it be more exciting to wait until then to reveal the answer?
Pierce right through. Don't even...
Those two morons are so stupid. Oh, it's hilarious. I just pretended to fit in a little, and they treated me as one of their own.
Well, she sure loves to talk, doesn't she?
They had their guard up. I never thought it would help. It's no surprise they retreated back then. Bunch of good-for-nothing idiots.
The wind and rain are picking up.
This extreme weather is perfect for sending you to your grave. No one will hear your screams and cries as you die.
Show no mercy. Supporting position.
By the time the rain stops, the only thing left will be a cold.
Fire support ready.
I wonder, do you remember the weather on the day the old capital fell?
You're in my sight.
It wasn't heavy rain like now, but the sky just dark.
Suppressing fire. My bullet.
Both your teammates and mine. They all perished in a place like this. way to put it. What sniper would ever confront their enemy head on?
Support ready.
I've prepared a little
What?
gift for you.
Maximum firepower! No mercy.
I made this dangerous material by abducting and corrupting a high-ranking officer. It wasn't easy luring it here. You can play with it for a while. As for me, I'll watch you from above. Then I'll put a bullet right through your heart.
Support in position. Time to pin them down.
This bullet will reach its mark.
Support in position. Fire support ready. Shown no restrictions. Fire it well. The target's weary. Target locked. Support in position. You're in my sights.
Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill.
The melody of combat. increased firepower. My bullets are one with the wind.
Yeah, I play, well, I play two instruments actually. I play violin and guitar.
The melody of combat. Will reach its mark.
Oh, you play keyboard? That's cool. Alright. When'd you start playing?
The real failure as a sniper is the one who's been forced into a corner, like you!
The wind. It's shifting.
I won't fall for your distractions so easily. What?
I will surpass you with my own melody of victory.
Damn!
And let the wind be the opening notes.
Charon! No! Wake up! Charon! That's...
That little fucking thing stopped the bullet. After the gunshot, the hollow falls silent once more, leaving only the countless biting raindrops, attempting over and over to wash away the scent of blood that oozed from the wounds of the defeated, only to fail time and time again. The loser pays no attention to her mortal wound, only staring at the distant horizon, as though salvation might be waiting there. Some time later, the victor has climbed the steel and stands in front of her. They share their last words while the defeated still has the energy to converse.
Just you? Where's your friend, the proxy?
The proxy went to rescue the hostages. I want to speak with you alone. A sniper should always monitor the changes to their surroundings, factoring the environment into their tactics. Being blinded by the intent to kill and failing to take this into account was your downfall.
Didn't expect to be lectured by a youngster. What a disgrace. When my view was blocked, I realized you'd used the visual blind spot to reposition. So I adjusted my aim accordingly. But I still couldn't hit you.
Your prediction and accuracy were spot on. I was just saved once again by this. By both this harmonica and by my former comrades.
Are you trying to say that this is destiny? That it's the will of my companions guarding me? I lost to the wave of ethereals, to the military's betrayal. And now I lose to your reckless actions, driven by some ridiculous fantasy. Your fantasy, your attitude, your very existence, and the outcome of this battle. They are the greatest denial and insult to my revenge.
Yet you're emitting a much calmer ether energy now. Almost as if you found relief.
My vision is fading. I can't see my comrades on the brink of death anymore. My wounds are fatal. I don't feel any pain. Relief. It's not such a bad thing.
Did you intend for me to kill you from the start?
Let me answer that question with a story. The first time I saw you was actually during the fall of the old capital. My comrades were all dead, and the reinforcements the higher-ups promised before the mission never came. I can't even remember how long the fight went on. Ultimately, I had no choice but to retreat, failing to bring back my squad mates' bodies. I made my way through one battle line after another. The advanced troops were nearly wiped out. But when I reached a certain front, a small squad of survivors called out to me. Few people can still stand after such severe corruption and injury, but all 5 of them were still fighting. They were protecting a girl who had lost her sight and fallen unconscious while searching for a way out of the hollow. They told me they were beyond saving, and if I planned to retreat, I must take the girl with me. I couldn't turn down the last request of a group of heroic soldiers about to die in battle. Your comrades entrusted your life to me. I was the one who brought you out of the hollow. You already know what happened afterward. It didn't take long for you to leave the Defense Force after you came to. Just like me. I developed PTSD so intense that sometimes I couldn't even hold a normal conversation. But for me, the hardest blow was the death of my squad. To an orphan like me, they were family. If the reinforcements had kept their word and provided support, they wouldn't have died for nothing. Don't you ever have that thought?
To say I don't would be a lie. But I think deep down you know. From the moment we stepped into the hollow, there was no way we were getting saved. Given how quickly the hollow was spreading, and the ever-increasing number of ethereals, it would take the sacrifice of countless Defense Force troops to suppress it. It wasn't something that could have been accomplished in such a short time. The reinforcements would have only been a drop in the bucket. More sacrifices without results. Canceling the reinforcements, sending the advanced troops to rescue as many civilians as possible to minimize casualties. I think most commanders would have made the same decision.
Objective and cold logic. I understand it, of course. But when you see members of the reinforcements living happy lives years later, can you still keep your composure? I couldn't. Even if the chance was minuscule, I wanted my squad mates to survive. But they turned that chance to zero, and still have the nerve to embrace a peaceful future. I can't help but resent them. By the time I realized what I'd done, I had already taken several lives. Nathan. When I tied him up and was about to kill him, he begged me to spare him, saying he had something to give you, no matter what. That was when you re-entered my line of sight. I think I've said this before. We're very similar, yet we have completely opposite beliefs. After meeting you, I became even more certain. In the face of suffering, I chose destruction, while you were destined to choose to protect. You're still entangled in your obsession with your squad mates. If this continues, you'll eventually sink into a void of despair. Your hope is like a bubble, ready to burst at any moment. The version of you I want to kill is the complete one, who can firmly reject my answer. If you haven't found your answer yet, then I'll be the one to push you forward. I kill you, or you end me. Either way works. But after seeing your growth, maybe I'd prefer you to step over my body. That's the final answer.
Why?
Emptiness and doubt. No matter how many targets of my revenge I took down, nothing changed. Aiming my gun at former comrades, drowning in hate and rage, all it left was a hollow emptiness. But you're different. You've gained unconditional trust from the proxy. You have the courage to fight through my trap. And eventually, you'll have a melody that's uniquely yours. My belief has faltered. I finally remember. My squad mates were fools, just like you. You're right. They would never want me to become this way. I talk about carrying their cross. But in truth, I never carried their will. So be it. Take the hostage and go. A villain stained with the blood of others deserves nothing but a miserable end. I'm looking forward to how long you'll be able to protect those in front of your eyes.
Charon doesn't leave. Instead, she kneels beside Grim Vulture, picks up the bullet-marked harmonica, and begins playing a melody titled Homecoming. The melody briefly takes over the roaring downpour, reaching the ears of Grim Vulture as she lies bleeding out, barely clinging to life. A faint glimmer appears in her empty eyes in her final moment.
It can still be played after taking a bullet. Impressive.
This is my final melody to you. No matter how miserable you've become, I'll still remember you. Remember we once shared the same path in life. But in the end, our paths diverged. Your hatred has long twisted into sin. But if not for you, I wouldn't have learned how to hate, or found the true targets of my hatred. I used to know nothing. My teammates served as my teachers and taught me so much. And I think you must be my final teacher. You taught me, in the most intense way, what hatred truly means.
Really? So you found someone you want revenge against, too. That's good.
The melody of Homecoming plays on as the girl endures the agony of her ocular rejection, struggling to make the harmonica's notes rise above the sound of the rain. As the last note fades amidst the relentless downpour, the defeated one takes her final breath. You rescue the kidnapped people, leave the Hollow, anonymously report things to public security, and update the Shepherd on the situation. This series of tasks that need to be done after such an intense battle leaves you dizzy. After requesting to meet the client with Shepard, you receive his message calling you to Port Elpis. Proxy, we've arrived at the port. According to Shepard, he, the client, and the rescued Jesse and Aaron should all be here. Let's go talk to them. Is something bothering you? Oh, Proxy, you noticed. Even though we defeated Grim Vulture, I still can't seem to let it go. Just as I thought, when the wind changed and the falling banner blocked her vision, she could have retreated, waited for her sight to clear, and then resumed sniping. If she had done that, I would have had no chance of winning. But her pride wouldn't allow her to take an action that implicitly admitted her tactics were inferior. She still chose to engage in a shootout with me, despite the blind spot. Doesn't this just prove your strategy was successful? But after realizing that she actually wanted to die, I started to wonder, was my course of action something she deliberately led me into? I would find a way to break her trap and create an opportunity for a reversal, and she was waiting for that moment, ready to test whether I had truly surpassed her through a direct confrontation. I believe that was her intention. Her feelings must have been very complicated. Proxy, you told me that Grim Vulture once appeared here at the port, standing by the trash can on the wooden pier, gazing out at the sea. What was she thinking back then, I wonder? Sorry, I was just talking to myself. Let's go meet the client together. He's still alive and hasn't become another of Grim Vulture's victims. I suppose that's the best news we could have. Although I already understand that the client's true identity is not my teammate, and it may not bring the hope I've longed for, I still want to face him. Alright, let's go.
So you're the sniper from Liar Squad. It's nice to finally meet you.
And you must be the one who's been searching for me. Nathan, the younger brother of Lethe. It's good to see you safe and sound.
That's right. I'm sorry for causing all this trouble. I nearly cost you your life, becoming a target of a victim from the fall of the old capital. Maybe that's what I get not helping my brother and the rest of the defense force back then. When the reinforcements decided to retreat, I spoke out against it. I had family among the soldiers already in the Hollow, but I didn't have the courage to take that step. The one that might have cost me my life. I'm sorry.
You don't need to feel regret or apologize. The outcome wasn't something you could have controlled. You cared deeply for Lethe, and even today you still think of him. To someone like him, who always cherished family, that's more than enough.
Thank you. I heard you've been searching for the members of Liar Squad all these years. I'm nothing compared to your determination. Thank you for everything you've done, but please stop the search. It's time for you to start living a life that's truly your own. I hate to say this as a family member, but back then, they were already...
I know. You don't need to say it. I've been drowning in a fantasy of my own making for years, but it's a fantasy that kept me from falling into the abyss. Nathan, Grim Vulture told me you have something you want to give me. Is that why you commissioned someone to find me?
Yes. After learning about the bond between you and your squad, I knew I couldn't live with myself if I didn't get this to you. So I got on my knees and begged Grim Vulture, even playing this recording for her, hoping it would move her. Regardless of how things unfolded, what matters is that it wasn't destroyed, and I'm here, alive, to hand it to you.
Nathan rummages through his jacket pocket and takes out a slightly worn tape.
I found this while going through my brother's belongings. It's been tucked away for years. There's a recording on it, and I think it's a gift Liar Squad made for you, but never had the chance to give you.
Thank you so much. Do you mind if I listen to it now with the proxies?
With me and Belle? We're honored. I thought we were just here to collect the commission fee today.
Go ahead. As for the commission fee, I'll pay it to you both shortly, so don't worry about that.
Nathan takes a step back. Charon looks at you, her lips seeming to tremble slightly. You gently hold her hand. Feeling the warmth and strength in her palm, she presses the play button.
Hey, hello? All right, it's a recording. This is a message from Liar Squad for our little sniper. Everyone ready? I'll count down. 3, 2, 1. Congratulations on your 1000th day with Liar Squad!
Hey, you guys are totally out of sync. Captain, can we redo this? The anniversary gift has to be perfect.
That's our assault specialist, Acheron. She has a strong sense of aesthetics, prioritizing beauty in both combat and her daily life. She taught me a lot about makeup and fashion.
Oh, she won't care if we're a little off. Forget the re-record. Let's just get it done and order the cake. We don't want him to sell out.
That's our medic, Kakaitis. He's usually lazy and a bit of a smooth talker, but he's actually very capable and kind. He taught me a lot about unconventional negotiation tactics and ways of handling things.
You two, stop arguing during the recording. I've already ordered the cake. If you keep rambling, we really will have to re-record this. Cut the chatter already.
And that sticks, a reliable artillery specialist. He's the oldest in the squad. He loves sharing photos of his daughter and reminiscing about how he wooed his wife. The way he won her over inspired me a lot.
All right, let's all calm down. Wouldn't want to get on the captain's bad side. Captain, would you like to go first? We can edit or re-record whatever we need to.
That's our scout and engineer, Lethe. He's a bit self-conscious because of how his younger brother excels, and he's somewhat introverted. But he's actually very capable. He taught me sharp observation skills, calm execution under pressure, and how to make use of the environment.
Okay, thank you all for settling down before I completely lost my cool. It's fine, no need to cut anything or re-record. Let's just keep it as it is. Loud and messy, just like our Liar Squad.
That's our captain, who took me in and taught me how to play the harmonica. And the real Charon. I'll make sure to explain properly to you later, Proxy.
As you've heard, this recording is a little gift from the 5 of us. How time flies. When I brought you into the squad about 2.5 years ago, you were just a shy kid who blushed whenever you talked to someone. Over these 1,000 days, you've really worked hard to keep pace with our fighting rhythm. You've done incredibly well. In the last mission, your successful sniper kill of that high-risk ethereal really helped Acheron a lot. I hate to say it, but yeah, I went too far in last time. Thanks for getting me out of that mess. Just this once, I'll admit, your moves were more elegant in that fight.
And not just that fight. Ever since you became a quicker shot and learned to adjust for wind speeds on the fly, we've been taking fewer and fewer hits. Makes my job way easier. So, cheers.
You often worry about not doing enough. But in these 2.5 years, you've absorbed everything I know about stealth, reconnaissance, and tactical countermeasures. Trust me, you'll become an incredibly skilled sniper.
Having you covering us from the rear makes every fight feel safer. But you still have a lot to learn about socializing and romance. When peace finally comes to Eridu, leave us and live your own life.
Where did that come from? She's not leaving us. Even if she retires, she'll move into my house and I'll spoil her with loads of beautiful clothes. We can talk about living alone in 10 or 20 years. Sorry, I got carried away. Anyway, you're talented and hardworking. Over these 1,000 days, you've opened your heart to us and even encouraged us in return. Having you as a comrade is a blessing for all 5 of us. But I have to say one thing. You're always so sensitive and kind. Every time you see us get hurt, you look like you're about to break. Has our squad motto, having each other's backs, become too much of a burden for you? I get how you feel. When your squad mates trust you with their backs, your first instinct is to protect them, right? But that's not the way it should be. No one can shoulder everything alone. Don't try to carry everything on your own. Choosing to fight on the battlefield is my resolve. Feel it. Share yours with me. And when it's your turn to watch my back, I'll give my all to honor it too.
As long as you fight with all your strength, there's no such thing as failing to protect something, because your will and our will is preserved and carried on in other ways.
But don't let that weigh on you. Try to trust in us, just like we trust in you, no matter what.
I've struggled with that kind of thinking myself, but I eventually made my way through it. All this talk of camaraderie, of keeping each other safe, it's like a harmonica melody scoring our time together. Even when things change, our tune will go on, and that's enough.
Exactly. Honestly, I'm sometimes terrified. Afraid that someday, you'll blame yourself for failing to protect us and fall apart. That's why I wanted to record this message. Please, don't try to bear everything alone. Maybe you can start relying on us more, fully entrusting your vulnerable side to us. Our will has long been intertwined with yours. We're comrades. This is getting way too sentimental. It doesn't feel like me anymore. Anyway, we just want to see you trusting your comrades enough to share your burdens, even if it isn't us. Finally, we'd like to give you the song that's closest to us. If what we've said is hard to understand, just feel it through the music. Please, enjoy my masterpiece, Homecoming.
The old cassette plays a familiar tune. Its sound crisp and clear as though it were recorded just yesterday. When the music fades, the tape goes silent. You turn to the woman who calls herself Charon as she desperately wipes away uncontrollable tears. The harbor wind ruffles her hair, and then at last she lifts her head.
Proxy, do you remember? I was once terrified of seeing the look on their faces.
Of course. Can you see them clearly now?
Yes, crystal clear. As if I've returned to the exact moment of parting. So this is our last glance. This is the answer you wanted me to find. Thanks, guys. For everything.
After meeting with Nathan, you spend a long time with Charon at Port Elpis, letting the sea breeze wash over you. You don't say a word, because you both know it'll soon be time to part ways. As the temperature begins to cool, you head back to 6th Street with her.
Proxies. No. Lies. Belle. I've troubled you two a lot these days with my personal affairs. Words can't describe what you've done for me.
No worries. Honestly, my brother and I have been a bit lost recently. Meeting you, though, well, it feels like we've known each other forever. Doesn't it, Wise?
Yeah, we've learned a lot from you too. If nothing else, spending time with you really cheered us up. Perhaps we've always shared the same resolve.
Yeah. When I was trapped in self-doubt, unable to get out, I'm glad you were there with me. You're right. We've already entrusted our backs to each other as comrades. And because of that, because we are comrades, please, hear me out. Maybe you've already noticed. I'm sorry, but I've been keeping something from you. Charon isn't actually my codename. As I mentioned before, Charon was my captain's codename. When I met both of you for the first time, I didn't want to tell you my codename, because I thought someone who couldn't protect their squad mates had no right to one. So I lied. Captain Charon was an orphan like me, with no family to mourn her. I've been using her codename because I may be the last person in the world who still remembers her. But I understand now. If I want to keep moving forward, I can't keep hiding behind a lie. My true codename is...
You don't have to tell me right now.
Charon, at the harbor, Nathan spoke to you privately. Was he offering you a chance to return to the Defense Force?
Yes. He said he still has a friend in the Defense Force who's currently forming a new squad. And if my goals align with theirs, I could consider joining them.
So, what's your decision? Where will you go next?
After everything that's happened, I think I do share the same goal as that friend of his and the new squad they're building. So I'll head back to the new Eridu Defense Force and keep chasing my new goal with a new team.
Your new goal... Is it to look further into the fall of the old capital?
Yes. My encounter with Grim Vulture has made me realize this should be the true form of my vengeance. I'll uncover the real culprits behind the old capital's fall and make them pay for their crimes. If the ferryman who leads me to the truth demands a price, I'm willing to wager my life. I have a gut feeling the masterminds will reveal themselves again soon. To protect the city my comrades cherished and sacrificed their lives for, I won't allow such a tragedy to happen again. By letting the will to protect guide my hatred, I now have a clear aim toward the truth.
That's what I thought. If that's the case, then for now, we shouldn't learn your true codename, nor entrust our backs to one another.
Are you saying we're on opposite sides?
No. We might walk different paths, but those paths will lead us to the same destination. It's just that, for now, we can't say any more than that.
To be honest, after facing an enemy as ruthless as Grim Vulture, we're reminded of our own powerlessness. Watching you fight back, almost losing your life to a bullet. That feeling. We're nowhere near strong enough to protect you. And we're not strong enough to open up about our pasts either. Sorry.
Without a second thought or hesitation, Charon takes hold of each of your hands and brings them together at her chest.
If this is your slightly selfish principle, I'll respect it. You were once my proxies, and I'll keep this memory locked away as something I cherish. If, as you say, our destination is the same, then we should continue on our separate paths, striving to grow stronger. The next time we meet, I'll reveal my true codename. I hope we can become true comrades. I want your presence to forever remain in the melody of my life.
Yes, it's a promise. We'll cross paths once again, Charon.
You watch the woman who calls herself Charon walk farther and farther away. A Defense Force soldier waits for her at the end of her path.
Hello. I'm the sniper from the former Liar Squad of the Chrysoberyl Division, recommended by Captain Nathan, originally of the new Eridu Defense Force's Obsidian Division, Impera Squad.
Ah, I heard about you from my superior. You're the one who dealt with the serial murders targeting the Defense Force, right? Well, the new Eridu Defense Force is ready to welcome you back. Let me confirm a few details before taking you to base. Which squad are you applying to join? And did you have a code name during your previous service?
I'm applying to join the Obsidian Division's Obel Squad. As for my codename, Trigger. I was Trigger of Liar Squad.
Everything has come to an end. Wise, do you think we'll ever see Charon again? For sure. I'm looking forward to it too. I really hope we can grow, get stronger, and have greater power to face any crisis. When we reunite with her, then we have to hear her real code name. Great minds think alike. However, after hearing Charon and Grim Vulture's stories, I can't help but feel a bit sad. They had the same fate, but in the end, they walked completely different paths and became enemies. Wise, if hypothetically, we also encounter enemies who once experienced the same fate, but now walk completely different paths with opposing goals, forced to be enemies, what would you do? I would defeat them both in combat and ideology. That's true. Our goal is clear and we will never waver. If someone really stands in our way, Wise, let's overcome them together. We will prove our worth as Phaethon. After everything that's happened, I feel pretty exhausted. You must feel the same, right, Wise? How about we take a good rest first? The commissions from the Shepherd won't be as easy as we've been having it before, you know? All right. Looks like we're finally done. Yeah, I mean, they could have easily split that into 3 just like they've been doing with all the other agent stories, so I don't know why they did it as just one long thing this time. Okay, well. I guess, let's see. Ugh. Here. Corin, Lycon, Anton. It's Astra Yao. What does she want? Ah, you're here, Wise. I happened to pass by 6th Street and thought I'd stop by to take a look. Wanna rent a videotape? No thanks, I just have some questions. I'll just ask the clerk. Hello? Hello, customer. Would you like to rent a videotape? I'd like to ask if you have any videotapes related to Astra Yao. Yes, we do. Let me check. Search complete. Currently, the store has a few videotapes related to Astra Yao in stock, including movies, variety shows, and musicals. That's quite comprehensive. How are the sales for those? The movie sales are very good, but the variety shows and musicals are rarely rented. Most customers still prefer to watch movies and similar content. That's true. So, how about you, Wise? Among those I've starred in, what kind of content do you prefer? I think I've been through this already. This is just another one of her, whatever they're called. I think I picked musical. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna read through the rest of this. Okay. Need to go to the remodeling shop. All right. Oh, she's right here. Okay.
Oh, well, you look about as energetic as a fully charged bulldozer today. I'm here to pick up the videotape we talked about before.
You hardly ever come to the store. Why don't we watch it together?
Sure. If you agree to let me dismantle that little cutie of yours, Eos. Just kidding. Come on, let's head on in and watch the movie.
You go with Grace into random play and watch The Rookie's Guide to the Hollow together. You had no idea that Grace was capable of finding interest in something other than machinery.
That was a really good movie. It might be a comedy, but there were lots of really moving scenes too. It was actually Coleta who recommended the film. She said the heroine who time traveled from the past was really similar to me.
Maybe because you'd both do anything in pursuit of your research?
I might have gotten that from my parents. They were both Hollow researchers. They were always working late when I was young. They'd work so hard that they forgot to eat. But they'd also forget to make me food, too.
Yep, you miss Chen again.
Difficult parents.
I used to feel the same way. But later I came to realize how precious the time we spent together really was. Sometime later, they, disappeared while investigating a hollow.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's fine. It was a long time ago. After that, I was adopted by Horse, Coleta's father. And then, well, look at me going on about myself. I guess this movie really does have a way of bringing out the emotion in people.
It's okay. I'd wanted to get to know you a bit better, Grace.
All right then, but that's really all there is to it. I'm just an ordinary technician. Why don't you get to know these children of mine instead? Each of these kiddos is very impressive, let me tell you.
Grace begins gushing about how proud she is of all her machines.
Thanks for reminding me how fun a good movie can be. I'll be singing your praises at the company whenever I get the chance.
Nope. Do not believe this mod has any toggles.
And what I said before about dismantling Eos? Why don't you think it over and get back to me? I promise I'll be gentle.
Ooh, Grace can now promote the video store. Okay. Okay, so let's go here. Billy. Damn, I gotta, okay. So we'll do this then. So, noodle shop, okay. Should be simple enough. I could do a trust event with Bernice, but I've already maxed Bernice's trust out, so there's really no point. Uh-oh, she's obsessing over Chop's arms now. Hello, owner of the cute little ears. I lost to ears. It can't be helped. I always find machines more memorable than people. Are you here to see General Chop? As expected of a proxy, you're quite astute. I'm here to speak to the noodle chef. Just look. Such intricate and powerful mechanical arms. They're so beautiful. So delicate, yet filled with just the right amount of power. The dough is effortlessly molded into slender shapes like a toy in his hands. Those mechanical arms are perfectly designed. The weight points must have been calculated perfectly. Like a work of art. That's the Grace I know. I need to inspect them closer. It would be great to carve every detail of those robotic arms into memory. It would be great if I could take a picture to take back and study closely. But that might be rude. I don't think the chef will agree. General Chop's pretty chill. Really? Then could you ask for me, please? Okay. Hey, if it isn't Wise, what's up? Can I ask about your mechanical arms? Oh, my mechanical arms? It's all thanks to these that I can make noodles like this. When I was an apprentice at another restaurant, everyone said my arms were short and weak and that I wasn't suited to cooking. Then I got someone to help me install these arms. I mean, just look. They're even better than my actual arms. Can I take a picture of your mechanical arms? A picture? I'm a little busy right now. Why don't you come back when I'm free? I think I said the wrong thing. I should try asking in a different way. Grace is an expert in mechanics. Grace? You mean your friend next to you? Wow, an expert in mechanics at such a young age? That's amazing. Can I take a photo for research? You want to take a picture of my mechanical arms? Go ahead, take as many as you want. It'd be great if we could come up with a mechanical arm that's even better than this one. Thank you, General Chop. Don't thank me. I should be thanking you. It's all thanks to mechanics like you that I can use such a great thing. You guys are amazing. Alright, so we gotta zoom in on his arm here. Alright. This photo, every detail of the arm is clear. It's perfect. Thank you. I didn't know you were so good at taking pictures. There's nothing I can't do. Not bad. I like how confident you are. If only Kaleda was as honest with herself as you. Though, I hadn't imagined the noodle chef had such a backstory. Luckily, he has his mechanical arms. Yeah, machines can help humanity in lots of different ways. That's exactly why people like me exist. Whether it's a dream that can't be realized due to inherent limitations, or something that can't be achieved due to bodily constraints, I'd be honored if the children I create could help such a person. Isn't it a common goal among professionals like myself to defy the notion of the impossible through the use of machinery? Though I still have a long way to go. Hopefully one day I'll be able to perform miracles too. Alright. Oh, yeah. Affinity. Alrighty. Wait, why is this saying trust event nearby? Oh, Bernice, yeah. Not gonna bother with that. Alright. Let's see. I still haven't done anything here, right? Alright, we'll do one more event with Grace. Yeah, we've already done these, but okay. Yeah, I might as well just do it now. Alright. You're finally here. This, and this. All of these need to be moved to the warehouse. There's a cart over there. I'll leave the rest to you. So it's... Well... Okay, I should probably do... Okay on it. Yeah, that got the trust increase. I like that decisiveness. You assist Grace with some tasks at the construction site, spending some time. You feel quite exhausted, perhaps because you haven't exercised in a while. You're already done? That was faster than I expected. It feels good to get a little physical exercise once in a while, right? I can do even more. Impressive. Here, this is your payment. I hope you'll be able to help out again sometime. Alright. no, she doesn't. Alright. Well, you know what? Since Grace was just added, we'll go ahead and do her. Okay, I think that is probably gonna do it for tonight. Yeah, I still don't have enough. Hold on a sec. All right. All right, yeah, I am I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night here. So I'll be back tomorrow, and I think I'm just gonna stream Final Fantasy VII Rebirth tomorrow. Supposedly I'm right around the part in the game where there's like a really big difficulty spike. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway. All right, man. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow.